In this quick tip, we're going to have some fun with sound design. What we have here is a dramatic style television cue. It's got some drums that we're going to affect, a little bit of pad, some bass, some synths, and even some piano. When I was initially writing this, I couldn't get that drum to sound big enough in the beginning. So in order to kick it up and make it pop through the mix, I decided to use some suppressor, some reverb, and the inflator. That would help punch it up. So now let's listen to the drums soloed. You can hear we have a big tail going on, a lot of ambience, and a lot of depth. Now we'll bypass the effects and hear the original sample. You can hear it has a little bit of reverb on the tail, but not as much as I needed. So first I open the suppressor, I go to the bass treatment folder and use sub-bass makeup, something I use quite a bit. I'll let you hear the differences. Bypass it. You can hear it pick the whole bottom of the sample up. I can move the slider out a bit to get more bottom involved. Now this will probably cause the sample to clip, so trim the level down. There we go, that looks good. Right around -6, -3, and the ratios between gentle and heavy compression. Next we'll get the reverb involved. Let me add it in. You'll hear the initial attack actually disappear. What I did is uncheck the 100% wet button, and I'm going to apply my own levels. That's dry. Notice I'm only using the tail as well, not the early reflections. With the equalizer, I wanted to enhance the bottom and pull down some of the low mids, but also pull down some of the highs. Let's take out the EQ. We're actually sculpting the ambience. I want it nice and dark. But since I have the reverb so wet, I'm going to use the inflator to punch up the whole sound. I'm using a lot of effect and a lot of curve. There, you can hear it brings up the ambience. So I'll bring the input level down and then readjust. Put it into the track. We need a little bit more. I'll keep pushing it. Just using those 3 plugins on the drums really made a big difference. Even though the suppressor is thought of as a de-esser, I use it to increase bass quite a bit. Let's bypass the effects one more time. You totally lose it. So approaching the drum like a sound design element, we use the suppressor, the reverb, and the inflator to increase our bottom, ambience, and to drive it right through the mix.